We have just about everybody. We have one signature that we need, and that signature will pay in hell if they don't sign. I hope they sign for their own good and we create something really great.
President Trump in Quantico this morning discussing the current proposed deal between Israel and Hamas. Trump and Israeli leader Netanyahu agreeing to a 20-point plan that includes the elimination of Hamas. But will Palestinians agree? Let's welcome to the show House Intel Committee member, New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. Congresswoman, let's begin right there. Can Hamas truly be eliminated?
This is the test because they're obviously an Iranian-backed proxy. They've had safe refuge in other parts of the Middle East, including the country of Qatar. But, you know, we'll see. I think the president has made an extraordinary effort to bring everyone together at the table, the leading Arab nations, the people that know that Hamas, backed by Iran, and the other groups are causing disruption and really preventing the entire region from and everybody from experiencing peace, prosperity. And that's what President Trump is looking for. And I think bringing them to the table, putting the pressure on Hamas, making, an off-ramp for them, basically, in many ways, and taking this more under the U.S. control with the International Stabilization Force and other factors in here, but also with the goal of taking away their leverage, which is to get all of our hostages back, all the remains of any hostages that may be there, including American citizens, and that's the priority.
I'll put you on the spot. How do you think this will play out? Has Hamas gotten to the point where it has no other option but to agree to this?
I think the president has made a pretty clear signal. You don't comply with these terms. We are giving you every chance you can. You don't comply with them, we're going to be taking more of an active role. I think that's what he said in his press conference, and he also said that in front of the generals in Quantico.
President Trump also calling on Palestinians to basically, look, he's saying take this opportunity to grab your own destiny. Don't let some terrorist group lead you down the wrong path, which they have done for so long. Listen to this, and then I'll get your comments.
This is a big, big day, a beautiful day, potentially one of the great days ever in civilization. I challenge the Palestinians to take responsibility for their destiny, because that's what we're giving them. We're giving them responsibility for their destiny, fully condemn and prohibit terrorism and earn their way to a brighter future.
If Hamas rejects your plan, Mr. President, or if they supposedly accept it and then basically do everything to counter it, then Israel will finish the job by itself. This can be done the easy way, or it can be done the hard way, but it will be done.
It will be done. So, Congresswoman, can Palestinians grab their own destiny, to President Trump's point?
Well, the biggest problem is when you look at Gaza, the Israelis walked out as part of a peace plan in 2005, and with the help of international terrorist organizations like Hamas and Iran, they turned what was a state-of-the-art city into a terror launching base to really wreak havoc on the Israelis. The Palestinians have an alternative right now. It's Israel, which provides security, it provides a democracy, it provides a chance for peace for everyone within the boundaries of all of Israel. And so they have that opportunity now. But Trump is recognizing that it's going to be a gradual process out of this. Do I think Hamas is going to comply with this? Not likely, but this is a first step to getting them to the point where we need to eliminate this disruption, this terrorism that is hurting everyone. And by the way, only feeding into what I call the Palestinian plight industrial complex, which is used by Hamas and Iran to make money. It's a profiting venture at the expense of the Palestinians who could actually have peace and prosperity. And many, by the way, want to work with their Israeli and Christian neighbors in that region to have peace and prosperity for their children and their grandchildren.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, as they say, and everything else. Congressman Tenney, great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Great
Appreciate it.
Thank you.